Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another lively game of the day. Today, we are in Standard, folks. It is Tier 3, and it is wild. We have ELIXA and Truniht today, battling out on Langress. So this is a triple base, double airport, double comm tower, very contested, HQs in the corner. Classic HQ rush map. So maybe it'll be a good one, folks, who knows. But today, like I said, we have ELIXA and Truniht, two tried and tested people that are in the live league. ELIXA is actually a newcomer to Advanced Wars by Web, as far as I know, and is steadily climbing the ladder in the live league, so watch out for them indeed. And Truniht, very strong player, over 1300 in the global league, and a fierce competitor in their own right. So they chose to play as Andy and Rachel today. So Andy, as we know, has no day-to-day abilities, but does have access to Hyper Repair, which heals 2 HP globally, and Hyper Upgrade, which heals 5 HP globally, does +1 movement for all his units, and a small firepower bonus. Also, we have Rachel, whose day-to-day ability will actually increase the amount of healing that she gets from cities by 1. So instead of 2, it's 3. But you have to pay the difference. Her co-power will increase her luck damage from 0 to +39%. So she can get an incredible bonus when it comes to her luck. And her super co-power, Covering Fire, will fire 3 missiles, which will land on the highest accumulation of units, the highest accumulation of infantry, and value. So, very, very strong stuff, folks. And on a small map like this, you know, Rachel, very strong competitor. But Andy, also very strong competitor in his own right. Alrighty, folks, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one here today. On the first few days, you guys know the drill. It is the standard infantry builds. Yeah, gotta get the infantry on the field, folks. #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. Alright, so carrying on, we are capping our neutral bases. Very important to do so, and it looks like Truniht is actually going for the back caps, which is very interesting. I usually kind of like to push an infantry forward and go for these contested middle properties before I lose them. Oh, sorry about that, but that's the thing that I like to do, folks. I've seen a lot of people do that too. Now, back capping is not necessarily a bad thing, you know. If your opponent isn't really going for the middle properties, you don't necessarily need to go for them right away, but I like to get them. I like to secure them. I like to own them. I like the money. Gotta get that money. That's what it's all about, folks. Big spending. Alright, so both players have built a tank. ELIXA decides to build the tank in the center, while Truniht decides to build the tank on the right-hand side, which is very interesting. The right-hand side does open the tank up to a lot of interrupt potential. Basically, it will secure that comm tower. So that's very nice indeed, especially when it's that contested. Now, center tank will be direct reinforcement to the center properties here. So, you know, it's a good placement for a tank for sure. But ELIXA does not actually go center with the tank. They choose to go over to the right side with their tank and build another tank. So now they have double tonks. Double tonks ready to go over here on that side of the map. And Truniht decides to build a mech. So it looks like we're going to be getting some mech action over here in the center. Double mech action over here in the center. And ELIXA takes a very nice position, dead center of the map on this missile silo. 3-star terrain right there. Very strong position indeed. Alright, looks like ELIXA is going to be going for that comm tower, getting the capping going. And both players have now pushed over to their HQ. So the HQ is now more or less defended, at least against an early HQ cap. So very nice to see. Truniht does acquire the airport, and ELIXA has acquired the airport last turn. And actually goes for an interrupt on the comm tower instead of capping the neutral property. Which is fine. I'm not really too sure about the secondary attack, though. I feel like the secondary attack is gonna get attacked, but we have enough sort of units right here that it doesn't really matter too much, you know. I think it's pretty strong overall. Triple mechs over here from Truniht in the center, so Interesting stuff, folks. Interesting stuff. I see a world where this tank just parks right on this comm tower and just doesn't move. Is that going to be a thing? Nope. Oh, 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 there it is. There we go. Comm tower secured. Now, since we lost the comm tower over here, that's a pretty smart move to put the tank right there so that Truniht, our Rachel player, is unable to acquire that, keeping the firepower base around the board. And we did do a nice little counterattack here. You know, we managed to take 1 infantry down to 2, took 1 infantry down to 5, and we have tank backup, folks. We got 2 tonk backup. And it is only day 8. Ooh, Truniht coming out with a battlecopter build. Very nice indeed. And the mech gets the first hit on the tank here. Extreme value whenever you get a mech strike on a tank, so that's very nice. And no secondary attack for that unit. Unfortunately, the tank is out of range to actually go into the forest, so that's not going to be a thing. But is this tank ranged to notify? No. No secondary attack for Truniht, unfortunately, in the center, which is very unfortunate. It would have been a fantastic thing to be able to get another attack here on this tank. Now, due to the fact that he doesn't have any comm towers or firepower bonuses, most likely it would not have finished it. Probably would have just taken it down to 1. 2 if you're unlucky, but definitely 1 for sure. Ooh, ELIXA coming in with a nice tank strike over here on the anti-air and follows it up with a battlecopter build. Now, anti-air does have an opening to attack this battlecopter next turn. Won't be clear. We'll do about 60% damage. The guy would be healed up to maybe 6 next turn if he does decide to go in for that attack. But all that's really going to do is it's just going to feed the charge. Feed the charge for Andy. Interesting. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, so carrying on here. A strike from the road, taking this guy down to 5. Definitely going to be seeing a double attack here. Ooh, and we only do 40%. My numbers were wrong. I was actually expecting a little bit more. But 40%, I guess that's fine. Unfortunately, that takes this guy all the way back up to 8 next turn, so I don't really know if that was necessarily worth it. Probably would have been a lot better just to hold the battle or the anti-air back here maybe and get it healed up to 7. We could have still taken the double hit on the tank and maybe even a 3rd hit on this tank, which would actually just open it up to like 1 battlecopter strike, but we would have the 7 HP anti-air raid afterwards, plus another tank, right? I'm sure that we're going to be getting another tank here. Yeah, so we go in for that attack anyways, see? So we did do that, but yeah, 8 HP battlecopter coming in right afterwards, it's going to be very, very painful to our Rachel player. But Rachel going very strong on the battlecopters right now, definitely pumping them out. Has taken a couple losses, but is well ahead on the unit count at the moment, and value is very, very far ahead. So, what is our Andy friend going to do here? And you can see here too, like this map is very, very dangerous when you're fighting Rachel. Because just look at the clumps, right? We have massive clumps of units all over here. Like this is big missile targets. These are some big missile targets right here. And we're only two squares. There are 2 bars away from a missile at the moment too. So that is extra spooky. It is Trunit's turn. Now sometimes it is actually more worthwhile as a Rachel player to actually use your co-power against Andy, because if you don't time your missiles right and really capitalize on it, then you're not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage. And then Andy just heals himself up. On a map like this, I think covering fire is like very, very effective though, because of just the size of it, right? But we'll see. We'll see. We do got an attack on the comm tower once again here. It looks like ELIXA has spotted an opening and went ahead and took it. And it looks like it is fairly safe. The only thing that's really a threat to the tank at the moment is this battlecopter. But with with the hyper repair on the way, it's really anybody's game for sure. Interesting series of movements here. So we actually go in for a tank strike first and then do an artillery strike right afterwards. Now, there's a possibility that maybe ELIXA was just trying to get a little bit of extra charge. That's definitely a possibility. But I mean, with the threat of covering fire, I think it is much more worthwhile to keep your units, like, high. Unless we're planning on doing a hyper upgrade right now. Oh. This is a ballsy move. This is a ballsy move indeed. Using the hyper upgrade before covering fire. Ugh. Especially with such a large clump of units here. What are we gonna build? Triple infantry. Triple infantry and a battlecopter. Okay. So So Truniht goes for covering fire right now. I think we are probably going to be seeing an attack here and an attack here. Okay, so this is ouch. All right, so with the infantry strike right here, I'm not really sure what the move planner is going to be showing for here, but I feel like this would definitely be the infantry clump, like maybe right here. So we got 4 infantry right there. Maybe it was just destined to be there though, you know, you never know. All right, so we do the covering fire. Massive damage. I ain't gonna lie, that is a pretty brutal hit. So we take these guys all the way down to 4 in the center. And there is a very nice chain of attacks that can happen here. But the one saving grace here is our battlecopter is safe, and the left turn flank over here is fairly safe. We only took 1 missile over there, and we took no damage over here. So, like, overall, yes, it's kind of a strong attack, but we kind of just lose minimal units, you know? We lose some units, but we don't lose, like, a whole lot. It could have been much worse. That's what I'm saying. Could have been much worse. But Truniht takes a very strong position in the center here. Tons of units to work with over here. And, like, tons of time on the map. Or tons of time on the board still. Alright, so anti-air exposes itself to take out an infantry. And we have a tank strike somewhere. Are we going to be going in with the tank? Ooh, right up in the face of that battlecopter. Absolutely no fear. And just bringing the other units close here. This is mildly exposed, but not super exposed. So we do have... there's definitely some attacks that can happen here. But like all in all, it's not really too bad. It's not too bad at all. I can see a world where this cap right here probably gets canceled. Because I don't really know. I'm just kind of trying to think of this at first glance here. You know what? You move this infantry back to get healed. You cancel the capture. You attack that. You get a double strike on this tank. I don't know, like maybe copter, tank, double strike that. Well, it really just depends on what ELIXA makes though. Okay, so ELIXA makes a tank. That's probably not like the best move. ELIXA's actually got a very nice position, actually. Not too bad at all. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Truniht decides to do here. What are you gonna do, Truniht? What are you gonna do? Okay, so we took some hits. Did some damage. Not too bad. I probably would have liked to see a tank come out of this position though. our position here, because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I guess it's like, it's okay. Definitely some hits that are going to happen here, though. Okay, let's see what ELIXA does to actually counter this push here. So, continuing the cap on the comm tower. Was that an infantry? So we took out an infantry with the anti-air. Then we bring in... Oh, do nice little double attack with some weakened units there. Not too bad. Blocking the tank. Blocking the tank in. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay. Ooh, we attacked the tank. Very interesting here. Are we gonna follow up that? Or are we... Oh, it's so risky to follow it up with the battlecopter strike here, though, because, like, double anti-air right here and weakened anti-air, it's gonna be pretty dicey. Alright, so we go up and attack the battlecopter, injuring that guy further. We bring the capping infantry back. I think that's probably a pretty good move, because the only thing that's really gonna happen here is he's gonna get interrupted. Like, if he doesn't get interrupted this turn, he's getting interrupted next turn, for sure. So, keeping the infantry fresh and alive, not too bad of an idea. So, Truniht definitely took a lot of hits in that last engagement here. Center is not looking super strong, but definitely got a few attacks. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 tank reinforcement next turn to the center is going to be covering everything here. So Truniht needs to either, like, very much clear a lot of things in the center here or pull back. Those are, like, pretty much the only two options. Now, we do have a clear on the artillery, for sure. Like, mech could probably clear artillery, and artillery could probably... Well, artillery would clear artillery. That's a given. Well, okay, by clear, I mean injure it. Injure it severely. Okay, good enough. All right. Let's carry on here. Going in and sniping out a healing tank. Okay, that's pretty good, because the tank is going to be healed up to 4 next turn. Hyper upgrade heals it up to 9. So, essentially, we just saved ourselves a 9 HP tank way later on. Saved ourselves from fighting a 9 HP tank is what I should say. Alright, so, yeah, ELIXA coming pretty close to hyper upgrade again here. Gets a nice little double hit, attacks the artillery. Taking shots on the battlecopter as well with the infantry and the tank, taking it all the way down to 1. Essentially taking the battlecopter out of the fight at the moment. And Truniht, 1 bar left to go until Super Co-Power on day 14. Will he be able to get it and launch a covering fire, or are we going to be waiting until next turn? Now, Truniht and ELIXA, they have actually even the playing ground now when it comes to income. Nobody has captured the comm tower, so it is 18 to 18. Dead even game. This is going to come down to raw battle tactics here pretty soon. Okay, day 15, ELIXA just showing absolutely no fear. Doing another hyper upgrade. Very interesting. You almost never see this kind of stuff, folks. But people using hyper upgrade before a covering fire, it's wild. That's wild stuff, man. Now, it's not necessarily a bad idea, like I said, because, I mean, if you do enough damage to Rachel, the covering fire is not going to really be all that bad, you know? And just going triple tank again. Very nice. Oof. The tank show, folks. The tank show. We are definitely going to be hit with a covering fire here, though, for sure. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm not really sure why we attacked before using the covering fire, but okay, no, that's perfectly justified reason. Alright, so the way that the targeting is for this stuff too, if you have a unit that's right next to another unit, it actually negates or takes away that unit's value from your target. So sometimes you need to get your units out of position in order for these things to go over. Maybe that's just for Von Bolt, not sure, but I know definitely that is a thing. Whether or not it's the case in this situation, I don't know. But so we go in, we attack that, we move, covering fire, triple hit, Sturm Meteor +1 to this little section here. So we did a lot of damage to this section. And like, these guys are almost full. Almost full. Triple missile. Holy macaroni and cheese. We try to go for a luck roll, but we don't actually finish the unit. Very unfortunate. Alright, so we continue on, take a shot on the infantry. And we clear a tank here. We're definitely going to be interrupting that comm tower. Alright, not too bad. Very nice, very nice. So day 16, carrying on. We negate the capture on the comm tower to actually do a counter attack here. ELIXA is still very strong here though, however, he's got multiple tanks on the field here that are all going to be rushing forward willy-nilly, just sending it. Full send city, non-stop, folks. That's what he's doing. He's going in. He is a brawler. Or maybe they are a brawler. I'm not sure. But they are brawling, folks. That is for sure. Nice little strike on the tank here from Truniht. Managing to take that guy out. Does another attack on the tank. 8-6 trade. And does the wraparound attack, but does not clear, sadly. That tank is still standing strong. And did we just fail another luck roll, or did we go for the battlecopter? We went for the battlecopter. Okay. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Ooh, and another mech strike to this tank in the center here. So we're taking those guys down quite a bit of health. And we secure the comm tower. We put a tank right on that comm tower. We have had enough of Andy attempting to get more firepower. Andy, no, you don't need any more firepower, man. You're too strong. You're too strong the way it is. Get a clear. Ooh, nice clear. So double tank strike clear, leading way for the anti-air to come in and just eliminate a battlecopter there. Very nice indeed. And we clear another mech, take a strike at a tank, and we try to attack this infantry down here. Now, I believe that there is a possibility that that can work. I think it's like, I don't know, 23 to something. So there is a possibility that it could work, but unfortunately it did not work today, and Rachel is just going to be healing up to 4. And that counterattack is probably going to eliminate that infantry. But Truniht, 20 units, 66,000 value, and, or not Truniht, ELIXA, 20 units and 66,700 value. Truniht sitting at 48,000, 17 units. Let's see where they are at the end of this turn. Oh, we don't clear the infantry. Okay. We clear the infantry, folks. There we go. Beautiful. Whoa, what is this? What is this? Anti-air attacking a tank? What manner of sorcery is this? Look at this guy. he's just going. He's going for it. Alright, double tank mech once again here. These units are like, this is like Andy's specialty right here, having these like injured units, you know. He's able to just heal them up so well that it almost like, those are just fresh units for Andy, you know. You just bring them back, you get the healing, and you have a good time. That's all you need, folks. That's all you need. A couple injured units. Now, I do not think that he's going to be able to get the hyper upgrade this turn. There's just not really enough attacks unless you want to just like completely full send and like injure all your units, right? But not too bad. So a little bit conservative with the moves, you know, pulls back, gets a little bit of healing, does a little bit of a yeet attack over here. Definitely going to be losing a tank for that, but does injure the infantry, which will make it very difficult for old Rachel to get any more counts. But Truniht does have an infantry in range of this comm tower at the moment, but not really anything to back it up. So there might be a universe where he goes in for that attack, but it's definitely not this universe because he chooses to go for the luck roll and take out the tank instead. Very, very smart fella, that Truniht. Okay. Yeah, going back for the heals. We definitely need to be healing after all that, especially with the the inevitable hyper upgrade that's going to be coming again. Holy moly, just popping the hyper upgrade, getting the heals. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is just... It's perfectly healed. Perfectly healed units on the field. Oh, here we go, folks. Here we go. Now, this is what I call danger territory. Now, we have an infantry right down here, right in position to start capping that HQ next turn, if he chooses to. But we do have a covering fire, so let's see where the covering fire goes. Are we going to be going here? Are we going to be going there? Oh, we hit the infantry that's right beside the HQ. That was definitely some Nell intel coming in. Nell saving the day, launching those missiles to save her sister. Very, very, very good family dynamics between those two. Get a nice little triple attack right here. Not too shabby. Bringing the artilleries up once again. So repositioning themselves in the center. Definitely gonna be needing to bring something over and sit on that HQ though, because I feel like ELIXA is definitely thinking about that HQ. That is definitely a thought that is going through their mind right now. Okay, another triple tank build and bringing a lot of units back to heal, so not too bad. So overall, missile did pretty minimal damage to the units here. Unfortunately, I think we should definitely consider maybe start playing that gambling game, you know? Sometimes when the missiles fail, you gotta start gambling with them luck rolls. That can be a thing. I know I had a game recently in the live league, made a video about it. Sweat and bullets, folks, check it out. And it was the exact same matchup. No, it wasn't. I was Rachel and somebody was Lash. Yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't the exact same matchup, but missiles weren't working. Had to switch to luck. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Alright, so we took a shot on the battlecopter. That's gonna be healed up to full next turn. What that is gonna do is it's gonna sap some funds, you know? It's gonna definitely take quite a bit of money away from Truniht next turn, who is actually now behind in captures. 17,000 money to ELIXA's 19,000. And Truniht day 21. Oh, and we are going to snipe out that infantry right by the HQ. We have had enough of that guy. We are like, nope. Yeah, it's time for you to go, man. It's time for you to go. You haven't paid your rent. Your bills are due. You're getting evicted. Taking a... Okay, so we're going to try to take another position in the center here. ELIXA, it doesn't really look like ELIXA has too much potential to push you through here, but can definitely get a couple shots. But artilleries are placed very nice right now, where they can actually cover a tank and cover the majority of stuff here. There is an attack on the anti-air that can happen, but double mixed right there. A little bit too risky to go in for that attack. Ooh, we are going for the comm tower, folks. I wonder if we're going to be able to acquire that comm tower today, or if this infantry is going to yeet itself over and interrupt. Questions. These are the questions that keep us up, folks. Okay, Truniht, bottom of the board, day 22. Continuing on, getting a KO on 2 units here in the center, trying to take out a third, but unsuccessful. Brings the anti-air back to sit right on the HQ. Good, good. Something's got to sit on that HQ, folks, because I am getting very, very worried about this HQ, especially with these fresh infantry, these fresh little penguins. They are just sitting there and they are ready. They're planning something. The HQ has been cleared. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, we attack a mech. We attack a mech. So we can clear a mech and do 4 damage against an artillery. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Not only that, but we push in with a bunch of other units over here too, so not too shabby indeed. Okay, day 23. Are we gonna play the luck game? I feel like if we played the luck game, we could get really, really lucky. I mean, I feel like there's like quite a few attacks here that luck could be pretty good for, but I think we are gonna be going for another covering fire. Alright, so we popped the covering fire. Oh my god, 3 missiles. 3 missiles. Was that? So all 3 missiles. Did we fire here again? Oh, not quite, not quite. So we were like there. Right, so we hit a lot of them with 2. Blah. We hit some of them with 3, but a lot of them are hit with 2. Okay. Dang! We got a nice clear there. But hyper upgrade after the missile. Oh boy. See, this is what Andy lives for. Hyper upgrade after the missile. Look at this. Look at that. All those guys that just took damage. Now it's like they only took 1 damage. It's like they just got hit by like a Drake power. That's it. But they still have their fuel and ammo, so they're feeling good. Alright, another battlecopter build, double infantry tank. This is spooky. This is spooky for our friend Truniht. There's an infantry, and he's right there, and he's pretty close to the HQ. Oh man, he could actually move on to the city, get full healed, and then move on to the HQ too. But Truniht is about to maybe capture a comm tower. Coming close to capturing a comm tower. Ooh, and we join. Ooh. 3. Tank infantry should probably clear it. Or not clear, but definitely get it under 3, I'm thinking. Okay, ELIXA. Ooh, we take it down to 2. Nice. So, no comm tower. No comm tower for Truniht, unfortunately. No firepower bonuses. And it does look like ELIXA has actually captured the comm tower. So it's now ahead by 2 properties. And look at that. Look at that little nifty little thing over there. That's a thing. That's a thing that's happening, folks. Oh my god, he's sitting there. Day 25. Truniht, what are we gonna do? We are gonna join cap on the comm tower. 1, 2, 3. It's not gonna work. There's too many units over here. Alright, so we have resigned the game. Okay. Now, was a resign really necessary? Probably, actually. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have a double hit. That's the problem. Is there a way to get a double hit? We could take tank, clear, take mech, clear. That would definitely clear that spot. Then we could move battlecopter here, infantry here. Probably do enough to do the 90% damage. Maybe. But then we only have 5 days left. We lose 2 of our frontline units. And there's too many tanks. You know what? I think that's a justified resign, to be completely honest. I don't think that in the long run Truniht was going to be able to bring back any properties. So the victor today is ELIXA. Congratulations, ELIXA. Fantastic game. And congratulations, Truniht. You did play very well. Just unfortunately this one, you know, and it was just a little bit too much. You know, them surprise hyper upgrades before the missiles. That would throw anybody for a loop, man. Anybody. That's for sure. Alright, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the match today. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe. There'll be more live leagues in the future. So take care of yourselves, folks, and bye-bye for now.